and the new king of Broadway, Daniel Day Kim. And check out these medical breakthroughs as we continue our Take Charge of Your Health Week. Don't forget to log on to kellyandmichaelnow.com to play, vote, and be part of today's show. Plus, Dancing with the Stars host Erin Andrews joins Michael for the hour. All next on Live. And now, here are Michael Strahan and Erin Andrews.
April 21st, 2016. Filling in for Kelly today is the one and the only Erin Andrews, everybody.
I am in a dress I cannot breathe in. And if I do breathe, you will see it. Good golly, that was a moment when I just went to sit down. It was like, please don't bust open.
And you're like, well, you look good. I gotta say that. You look
let's
great.
Just be honest. I will be sucking in until this show is over. And then, you know what? Last time I was here, we talked about high heels and how I feel like it's not your fault, but men's fault that women feel like they need to wear high heels all the time.
Hold on. Why is that a man's fault?
Because you guys are just into the long leg and all that look and the hot and the sexiness. I also find it your fault that we have to wear these dresses and suck in as well.
We as men will take you however you are. We just love you for your beautiful spirit.
Seeing my spirit at
your
all.
Spirit is sucked
if you
in?
see my spirit, it's because I took a breath. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? You had a
you
had a
woke
safe
up
flight
early.
in, right? Good flight in?
I did. I had a great flight in, and then got to the hotel really late and thought I was going to go right to bed. But I'm going to tell a
What time did you go to sleep?
You guys have all been on airplane bathrooms, right? This is not going to be bathroom humor. Have you ladies ever, or men, ever looked in the mirror in a bathroom plane?
That's wrong. You can't do it. You're like...
That's all I did last night when I got up, or went to bed as well, because I was looking in the mirror in the bathroom plane. I was like just wanting to make sure the mascara wasn't running, and then I was like, why hasn't anyone told me I have 3 blackheads on my nose like this? And then I realized I start squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, and someone's knocking on the door, and I'm that person that everyone thinks is doing that thing on the flight from Minnesota to New York. So I walked out and then went to the hotel and continued to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze.
That's why
I went to bed kind of late.
But those mirrors that have the lights around them that are like up close, they always leave those on in the hotel, so when they go in there, it's like it's calling you, come to me. And I turn those off.
Do you do those?
No, I turn it off. I don't even look at it. I turn it off. I mean, I look how I look. Ain't nothing gonna help me. I just am what I am. So I try not to do it.
I never knew, and then I get mad. We have one backstage at Dancing with the Stars, so my makeup gal, Lisa Ashley, who you know can help me out. And it's not even the zits or the pores. I never even knew I had eyebrow hair where I had it. I was like, why hasn't anyone told me I'm walking around with a unibrow or a mustache? Or the 3 hairs coming out of my nose?
That's why you can't look at those things.
It's an obsession, and it's gross.
Well, I have a question. Do you have allergies?
Yes, I do, and
bad allergies?
Post-nasal drip. You know,
have they kicked in yet?
Very attractive. Well, in California, you can always tell when the pollen is on the windows. Then I'm like, all right, I'm going to wake up with a sore throat. How come?
Well, they say April showers are going to bring May flowers, and your allergies are going to be worse than ever this year if you have allergies. And they say there are the doctor said 4 things you can possibly do to help. First, see your allergist before you start sneezing, which it seems to be pretty standard. 2, which I think a lot of people probably don't do, ditch the pollen-ridden clothes as soon as possible.
That's every outfit.
Yeah, get rid of it. Not throw it away, wash it. I just bought this new blazer, let me burn it. No. You put it into a separate wash your bin. Don't hang it up back in your closet. Don't just throw it on the floor. Put it away.
It's a lot of washing. Sometimes I like to do the smell test. Can I get away with this shirt the next day? Yes, I can. It's just fine.
Turn it inside out. It's not the same shirt.
Febreze. Blow it off. Little cologne.
Thoroughly clean your face.
Well,
and when all else fails, this doctor said something we did yesterday here on the show, acupuncture.
Oh, I love acupuncture.
Might help you as an adjunctive treatment.
I have a fifth tip. Maybe don't talk about it, because I'm the kind of person, now that you mention this, I do feel stuff coming down my throat, and my nose is stuffy all of a sudden, so don't bring it up.
I don't have allergies, I don't think.
You don't?
No.
What about an allergy to food or any
Well, obviously, look how big I am. I can eat anything. I'm not allergic to food. I can walk, the pollen doesn't bother me, nothing. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I used to live in Florida growing up there, and you could always tell in Florida, anybody, I see a Georgia. Well, Georgia, same thing, Georgia fan. But you know, in your car, I had a black car in Florida, and it turns yellow. Yeah. That and love bug season. That's in February, right? When those beauties would hit your windshield, and then they were enjoying one another. And then they would hit your windshield, and one would still be alive, and it's like, I killed your lover. Awful news. And they're all in the front of your like hood and all your lights. And then sometimes in elementary school, I love how we got in this one, or I did. You try to pull them apart. That is just terrible.
That's rude.
Well,
that is very rude.
They were having a moment.
Do not mess up a special moment between bugs.
Hey, speaking of special moment, Queen Elizabeth's 90th birthday today.
Happy birthday.
What do you think you get? What do you get her for your 90th birthday?
What do you get her?
What doesn't she have?
She has everything.
Yeah, she does.
I mean, I can't imagine what she doesn't have. I think for a 90th birthday, I think it's very formal, probably. I just get the feeling. I don't know what you would get her for a 90th.
What's your go-to birthday gift for someone? Like, not like me, you know, very close friend, but like someone you're like, all right, I got to go to a gift. Like, go-to gift to go to a party or like a dinner situation. Is there, I mean...
I go through the gifts that somebody else gave me that I didn't want.
I agree.
And no, seriously, what do I do? It depends on who it is. Certain people you can kind of get a feel.
Yeah.
But flowers, you can never go wrong with flowers. I think flowers are very important. But the one thing I get most of, and I think it's very important, alcohol. I get so much alcohol, I'm like, people must think I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, we do.
I have more tequila than I know what to do with. And I'm like, if I drank all that tequila, I'm not alive. I'm dying. It's so much tequila. To the point where I do re-gift the tequila.
You do not.
I can't drink it all, might as well share it.
I actually know for a fact I gave you a bottle of tequila a couple of years ago for your birthday.
I didn't give it back to you.
Well, of course you didn't.
Okay, good. Somebody else got your tequila, but it went somewhere. No, I may have drank it. If it were a good bottle, I kept it.
Well, my boyfriend paid for it, so I
kept it. It was a good bottle then.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Alcohol, I feel like, is always easy breezy gift.
What is yours?
Same. Or we have a girlfriend, Sam, who comes up with the best gifts. So I always try to be like, if I were you, what would I give someone? And she's like, okay, let me just do it for you. But yeah, that. I thought she gave me a great idea, actually. My girlfriend, Chrissy Teigen, I just went to her baby shower a couple weeks ago. She has everything. What do you give the gal that has everything? And Sam suggested a great bag that she would use with, you know, Baby Legend across of it, and tons of the classics, baby books. How good is that? And since I'm so maternal, I was looking through the nursery, or this bookstore, at all the nursery rhymes and all the books, and I was like, my mom never read this to me. How come I never got this? Apparently this is a classic.
But that is good for babies. For babies, I always send monogram stuff.
But what if you don't know what they're having?
Well, you know, I wait till they have it.
Oh, you're a late giver.
I'm not a late giver. I'm just wait till they have it, because a lot of people now don't want to tell you what it is, and they're like, oh, it's going to be a surprise. I'm like, well, you know, you were surprised when you found out you were pregnant. That's enough. Let's move on. Help me out here.
Yeah.
Help me.
I'm not into the old guessing game. Just tell me what's going on. I have a problem giving you a gift anyways.
Yeah,
Help
I'm not into that. But are you into old TV shows?
It kind of depends. Like, how old do they have to be?
Like this is one that I loved growing up. Three's Company. Yes. Everybody remember Three's Company? Yeah.
And Suzanne Summers did Dancing with the Stars, so I was so obsessed with her. Yeah, her thighs looked amazing.
Joyce DeWitt, John Ritter, and Suzanne Summers were the original Janet, Jack, and Chrissy on Three's Company. And now they're talking about bringing it back, which would be awesome.
So here's the thing. If they bring it back, they definitely have to say someone's dating, because there's no way they're all living together and someone's not hooking up.
Well, this was the thing. They're talking about making a movie out of it, because in the original one, he had to act as if he were gay so he could live with the two ladies. That was the premise of the show, which now we look at back in 1977, I think it started. Yeah, he had to act as if he were gay so that it would be acceptable for him to live with two females. But nowadays, you would look and go, what the world is wrong with that? Now you have these, whatever. But I think they're going to put a modern twist on it. But, you think about 21 Jump Street, they did. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., they redid that one into a movie. So I think it'd be great. And also, for Broadway, Tina Fey talked about bringing Mean Girls to Broadway.
I could do that. Regina King, love it.
I didn't know she wrote that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And don't you remember the Saturday Night Live where Lindsay Lohan came back and Tina Fey was kind of talking to her about getting in trouble and things like that? Oh, God, brilliant movie.
I don't remember that.
Oh, God, well.
But it's a great movie, but I did not know she wrote that movie. I had no idea.
How many of you guys hockey fans, baseball fans? Stanley Cup playoffs going on right now. I know my girl just went to the Islanders-Panthers game last night. Go Cats. I know you weren't happy about that. So, big talk right now.
Yes, Shirley, you're an Islanders fan. Sorry.
What? Series is tied, right? You're fine. You're fine. All right. Do or do not. They're talking about this article right here about the different hair trends that athletes, particularly this article is talking about the Washington Nationals, the hair trends that guys are doing, baseball players. And, of course, some guys are clean shaven. Some guys have the beard. Some guys have the long hair. I know Bryce Harper, who's on the team, kind of has like a coif. Excuse me. God bless you.
Ain't that a coif? Don't call that a coif when it's like...
I've never heard that word.
You never quaff?
But you know the one...
Depends on what part of the country you're on and what you call it, okay? I'm from the South. It's a coif to me.
I've never heard that in my life. I just have a weave. But you know what's interesting? NFL never gets into the whole scene with the facial
NFL guys get into the dreadlocks and the stuff like that, which I never understood how comfortable it could be to have your helmet with all that hair. And there's always the guys who are like down south where it's really hot with dreadlocks. I would pass out just from the weight of it. And you can grab it.
I know.
It's legal to grab somebody and take them down by the dreadlocks.
I did a college football game years ago where a guy did get tackled by his dreadlocks, and then I found it on the field. So literally, no, it was like pulled out of his head and held it up, like DNA evidence all over the place. I mean, geez. I was like, this is how hard the tackle was. It was insane.
Yeah.
But ladies, how do you like your guy? Do you like him clean shaven? Do you like a little scruff situation? See, I don't.
Oh, we got a little poll right there.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, KellyandMichaelNow.com. How do you prefer your man? What is winning? Clean shaven. Scruffy's in a
I like
second.
A scruffy situation.
And full beard is 8%, and that's just the vote from Brooklyn.
So my guy is usually pretty scruffy, and after the playoffs, they do the shave where they take the beard off. This is him in 2014.
Oh,
that's
wow.
a full 3 months of the playoff beard, and let me tell you, that thing was very smelly.
So did he not touch it for 3 months?
No, that's like the tradition, obviously, in the NHL. You don't touch it then. And it's interesting because it's like, I didn't know you were a redhead. And he's like, I'm not a redhead. But then you start seeing pieces of amber in there.
No, you know what? I have red hair in my beard,
Why do you guys get red in their beard?
Because we're Irish.
It's weird. But anyways, back to the scruffy.
Lucky me, Toms.
I feel like when guys fully shave their beard, you start thinking, wow, I didn't know your nose was shaped like that.
Well,
I didn't know your cheeks were that full. Let's grow the beer back.
My dad had a big mustache. My dad's mustache looked like Steve Harvey before Steve Harvey. I mean, my dad's mustache would grow. That thing was huge.
Does he still have one?
No. He finally he shaved his mustache, and I remember I was about 13 years old, and we came home and laughed at him every time we looked at him because we weren't used to seeing him without the hair. And it wasn't that he just looked like he was walking around like that the whole day. Why y'all laughing? What's so funny? What's going on? I'm like, release your lip. Let your lip relax, man. It was like he was trying to cover his teeth the whole time. But now I'm so used to it without the mustache. But boy, at one point, it was like, Dad, what did you do to the family?
My dad's had one since I was born. He still does. And I look exactly like him when I have a mustache. This is exactly what my dad looks like. He has one.
Mr. Andrews.
Yes. Clark Griswold, we love you.
Oh, boy. And how many people out here use, when you drink milk, what kind of milk do you drink when you do drink some milk?
I drink fat-free, like nothing in it, and I pray that it hasn't expired. That's seriously a true story. We never get to the grocery store. It's embarrassing. And the other bad part is we try to buy the smallest amount of milk, and we only drink like this much out of it.
Yeah, but you know what? If you're going to drink milk, researchers did this whole study, which this surprised me. Because even in like coffee, I would do like 2%, or I would do half and half.
What are you going to tell me?
Or in cereal, I would get the low fat or whatever it may be. They're saying that there's no difference among rates of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes between full fat and low fat dairy eaters.
Are you insane?
So
Have
they're
you
saying
seen 2%? It's
actually 2%. If you go whole milk, those people are slimmer. They found.
Maybe because they're puking because it's so heavy.
No. And I'm telling you what, our own Michael Gelman is a testament to that. He is swelthed, and he said, I've been drinking whole milk forever.
You drink whole milk?
Oh, love whole milk.
Isn't that just really filling?
No, it feels great. Yeah.
That's two different words, feeling and feeling. She says, it's really filling. You go, no, yeah, it feels great. I mean, that's totally different way about it. So now I'm adopting your thing. I'm drinking whole milk. I'm drinking it all. Just give it all to me. Why waste my time?
There has to be a reason. Why are you losing weight with whole milk?
Sometimes that skim milk tastes like you're drinking dirty water. Yeah. I mean, anybody ever looked at this, like try to eat cereal with skim milk, and you're like, what am I doing this for? This is just bad.
Process.
Yeah.
I think the fat slows down maybe the digestion, you know?
And I wish I need a cow. I want to milk a cow.
Well, are you insane?
No,
do you know how dangerous that is?
Have you ever done milk a cow?
Because they can kick you. You could get
I'm under the cow
in
in the front of the cow. Unless that cow's got like some karate chop, they can't kick me. I know how to milk a cow.
I'm not going to lie here. I don't eat grape nuts. I used to love grape nuts, but I would pour a ton of sugar on top of it. I liked how crunchy they were. But if I put whole milk on the kind of cereal I eat, which is Frosted Flakes or Honey Nut Cheerios,
I'm a Frosted Flake guy.
That's just going to be a lot of business in my mouth. Whole milk. So what else has been going on here? No, I'm kidding.
We got a big show today.
Too soon. That's all I'm going to say. Holy smoke.
Too soon.
Let's stop talking about milk. All right, everybody. We have a big show today from Hawaii 5-0. Daniel Day Kim is here.
When we find out about some amazing medical breakthroughs that can help save your life, not including whole milk.
Yes. Some of these medical things that we're talking about are really fascinating.
I can't wait. And I'm obsessed, and I diagnose myself with every problem, every disease, every rash, so he's going to have his handful.
Well, you're going to like this. Dr. Agus is amazing. He's going to tell us all these things that really surprise me. And cover up your drink.
Okay.
Are you ready, my dear? Ready. You think so? I have a good feeling you're ready. Hey, let's kick this nice day off with our Happy Dance Travel Trivia.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
You were more than ready. You were more than ready, and all the way from Middletown, New Jersey. That is Donna Forte, everybody. Well done. Well done, Donna. And let's say hello to Katie Stenkunis from East Greenville, Pennsylvania. Hello, Katie. How are you?
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Michael.
Hi.
Hey. We're looking for, oh, there you are in the picture.
How cute.
Oh, you're pregnant in the picture.
I was, yes.
Oh.
When did you have your baby?
I did 6 weeks ago.
Oh, good.
Oh, congratulations.
How are
That's
you
awesome.
feeling?
I feel great.
You're doing great. Did you have a little boy or a little girl?
I had my number 3 little boy.
All right.
And the name is?
Eli.
Oh, I love that.
You a Giants fan?
I actually don't watch football.
What's that?
She doesn't watch football.
I actually don't watch football.
All right, well, still a nice name.
Good
Your
for
gift
you.
basket from me is on the way since now you had the baby and you didn't make me guess about it earlier.
And you'll be getting a re-gifted bottle of tequila.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, let's see what you're playing for, Katie.
Thank you.
Here we come. All right, you are
Nice.
playing for the Club Barbados, 7 days, 6 nights in an oceanfront room, all inclusive. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com, $8,300 value. You have 20 seconds and only one guess.
All right, Katie, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. On yesterday's show, I talked to Von Miller.
Cutie.
What did Von Miller say he majored in college?
He majored in poultry.
You got it.
Congratulations, you and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Club Barbados Resort and Spa. The Club Barbados Resort and Spa offers an idyllic waterfront setting with sweeping views of the turquoise Caribbean Sea on the island's famous west coast. Guests can be as active or as relaxed as they please, with all-inclusive offerings such as water sports, tennis, a fitness center, freshwater swimming pools, 3 bars, gourmet dining, and more. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,300.
Dancing with the Stars, Von Miller. Of course, he calls it poetry. He says it sounds a lot
Poetry.
like when you say poetry. It's
Well,
hilarious.
he's from down south.
Yep,
He's from
went
his
to Texas
poetry.
A&M.
But I didn't know you could major in chicken. I just had no idea.
Well, he's done well. All right, congratulations, Katie. Now you can help a lucky member of our studio audience receive a $500 gift certificate from Crate & Barrel. Please pick a number between 1 and 218.
Well, since I'm a mom of 3 boys, I picked the number 3, please.
My man, looks like he needs to go to Crate & Barrel. Congratulations, sir. Katie, congratulations to you. Everybody stay right there. When we come back, Daniel Day Kim will be here with us.
Still ahead on Live, we continue to take charge of your health week with a look at medical breakthroughs that can save your life.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Fabulous.
And I've got to say, man, who is luckier than
I know.
you? Every show that you've done over the last 12 years has been based out of Hawaii.
Yeah, no, I can't really complain about that, can I?
Yes, I mean, 6 seasons of Lost, 6 seasons of Hawaii Five-0, and now you got picked up for a 7.
That's right,
Thank
that's right.
goodness, so you don't have to leave.
Thank you. Oh, that's right, that's right.
What happens when this is over? I mean, where do you want to go next? You got to stay in.
And you have a love interest this season.
Yeah, that's kind of new. Well, you know, my character had oh, look at that. My character had a...
Shirtless.
That's the beautiful and talented Julie Benz there. We have had a lot of fun working on the show. My character's been very serious with a lot of drama in his storyline, and to have someone come along and to kind of lighten him up a little has been really nice.
Well, I'm sure. Well, what is it like, though? I mean, love interest on these, do you like that? I mean, I'm watching with your shirt off.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they
roll
said...
that again. Let's do a replay.
but it's something, like you said, something new for your character. And is it a different dynamic, though, for you, dealing with Julie and a different storyline, not so serious
Basically, he
as
wants to know what the makeout scenes are like for you. How awkward is it? How great is it filming it in Hawaii? Tell us everything.
It's all good. It's all good. Julie's great. No, it's you know, it's nice to kind of have that lighter stuff, and there's some comic moments in this season that my character hasn't had to play, and so you know, it's always nice when you're doing a show for 6 seasons now to have a change of pace, to different colors come in, and so it's a lot of fun.
But what's been awesome, though, we've done some throwbacks here, and I saw a throwback of your family. And we have you as a baby with your mother and father.
Your parents are gorgeous.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Do you remember do you know where this was taken? What was happening here?
Yeah.
What's the story behind it?
I don't personally remember this,
yeah,
but but this was right after my parents immigrated to the United States.
Wow.
And I was a little over 1 year old. And you know, I was just thinking, when I took that photo, when I posted that photo, I was just thinking about all that my parents had been through to kind of call America their home. And I just wanted to say thanks for what they suffered through, and I wanted to say thanks to America, because this is where I've been able to make my living and call my home.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, on that note, man, we're going to take a break, and we're going to find out about Daniel, Kim, and I'm so excited for you because you are doing one of the most challenging things, but I think probably one of the most fulfilling things for an actor with a live feedback audience. You are going to take over and play the King in The King and I.
Yes. I'm super excited about it. I actually started my career here in New York. I went to school for acting here at NYU, just downtown, and so thank you. It's been nice to be able to come back after so many years on television, to come back and do some theater, and especially with a show like this one. It's you know, Bart Scher's doing a great job, you know, with the direction, and I'm working with the wonderful Marin Mazzie. Those of you who follow Broadway will know her quite well.
Now this is your Broadway debut.
It is. You know, I have to say that when I was a struggling, broke young actor living downtown, I used to say that, you know, someday, if I ever make it big, I'll be at Lincoln Center. And I guess some days now. Yeah.
But wait, so you decided not to shave your head for this part, right? Because there are characters that have played with shaved head, right?
Yeah, you know, Yul Brynner, of course, who was iconic in the role, had a shaved head. So most people think that the King should have a shaved head. But in fact, the King, who this character is based on, had hair.
Okay.
And so it was...
Thank goodness.
Yeah,
Right?
you're like, woo!
Exactly. I don't know how my character on 5-0 would explain the bald head on this one, but no, it's nice because, you know, Yul Brynner was so iconic that people associate, you know, his characteristics with the King's characteristics.
Well, you know what? You're following big shoes. No doubt you can fill them, man. No doubt. You're so proud of Thank you. And Daniel Day Kim, he joins the production of The King and I, starting May 3rd at the Lincoln Center Theater right here in New York City. So make sure you go check that out, everybody.
Coming up next, a look at amazing medical breakthroughs that can actually save your life. Leading physicians, whose latest book, The Lucky Years, is a fascinating guide to extending your life through amazing new medical breakthroughs. Please welcome Dr. David Agus. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, guys.
Get into this.
So, yeah, you call it personalized medicine. So what does that mean?
It's the right drug for the right patient at the right time. You know, you go to a doctor and they give you a one-size-fits-all prescription. It makes no sense. Today's world, you can spit it into a tube, and literally overnight, we can look at your genes to know how you metabolize drugs. So we can give the right drug. We can be able to dose it up or down depending on how you metabolize it. And it's transformative. Cancer, it's even wilder, is that literally when a patient sees me, overnight, I can look at the DNA and know the on and the off switches and give them a drug to turn them off. And so it's a whole new era in treatment. Instead of carpet bombing the body, targeting the disease.
And big one, everybody is wondering and wants to get a hold of weight loss. How could this help with weight loss?
This is the wildest. So get a load of this. And so a researcher used artificial sweeteners, right? Because when they came out, they were the perfect food. They hit your sweet tooth and they weren't absorbed, so 0 calories. Well, they gave it to 20-year-olds for 2 weeks. Every single one of them had diabetes markers in the blood. So that's interesting. Then they gave them antibiotics, followed by the artificial sweeteners. No diabetes. What they did was they changed the bacteria in the GI tract to push you to diabetes. That's why they didn't work with weight loss ever in any trial. And so much so that if you take these bacteria from a fat human and put it in a skinny mouse, it becomes fat. And the opposite is true also. There are 10-fold more bacteria in you guys than human cells. So they control our metabolism. They're an enormous part to us. And all of a sudden, they're going to be part of our treatments going forward. So if you have diabetes or you're obese, we can actually give you bacteria to change that.
Oh, wow. And when is that going to happen?
Amazing.
It's happening now. I mean,
I need to know that, just, you know, from my own
but it doesn't give you a free will to eat anything you want. You still got to do the right things, but it's going to help.
You ruined it for me, Doc.
Oh, come on.
But you know, one thing I was excited about when I was reading about this, I said, this could really help so many people. Cancer-fighting breakthroughs.
Please.
It's amazing. You know, a year ago, Jimmy Carter gets up and he goes, you know, I have melanoma that went to my brain. And he was a hero for being transparent and telling the world about his issues. Then, look at this. Whoa, kind of wild.
Yeah, we go all out.
These cells are going to attack me. And so he was given a drug that blocked the don't eat me signal on his cancer. And then 3 weeks ago, he said, at 92, I am cancer-free and I've stopped treatment.
Wow.
And so it's a new era. For the first time ever, I can walk into a patient's room with real hope, with personalized medicine, and with this we call immune therapy. And they are bringing better and longer lives to many people. They're on the market today.
Please,
that's
we
awesome.
need this
Yeah,
news.
that is really awesome. And you know,
How does it work?
Yeah.
How do you get this to work? And can we do this now? All of this now,
Yes,
please?
I mean, so they work in lung cancers. It works in certain kinds of skin cancers. It works in certain kind of kidney cancers, and literally more and more cancers all the time. Cancer cells are born with a don't eat me signal. And by blocking that don't eat me signal, it allows your own immune system to come in and take care of the cancer. So no toxic drugs, no chemotherapy, just basic allowing your immune system to do its job.
Wow, that's really amazing. And another thing was reverse aging.
This is wild. And this is almost science fiction, but
Now, you're not going to look, physically, I'm not going to become like Benjamin Button, am I?
potentially.
I would love to look like I'm 26. Is that possible?
Yes. Well, no. But what
do you
we're possible is we can live longer and better without these diseases.
Yeah.
So this woman, Wanda Ruth Luntford, in the 1950s, published her only paper, and she was actually kicked out of science. She took an old mouse and a young mouse, and she put them to sleep, and she tied their skin together. So after a day, their blood supplies
old mouse,
joined.
young mouse tied their skin together.
So their blood supplies joined. And then she looked 3 weeks later, and that old mouse, the gray hair had turned brown. The heart beat stronger. The muscles were bigger. There were new neurons growing in the brain. She claimed she reversed aging. People called her crazy, Frankenstein, Dracula, and she was pushed out of science. Last year, Harvard, Stanford, and UCSF repeated the experiment, and it worked. And what they showed is at age 25, our stem cells go to sleep. And there now are proteins that can turn them back on. And when you turn them back on in elderly, hopefully bones heal quicker when you break them. Alzheimer's, maybe we can grow new neurons, but we can allow us to live a long life without all the problems of aging.
Well,
So if you tie me to Gigi Hadid, I could look. Is that really what could happen?
Yeah, right.
I was just wondering.
I see some young people in the audience
Get
here.
over here. Let's find some rope.
Well, you know what? We're going to come back, and I want to know when we come back how they turn that on. Like you said, they go to sleep, you turn it back on. And we're also going to talk about a wonder drug that is already in your medicine cabinet. So stay right there. We'll be right back with Dr. David Agus, okay?
Live's Take Charge of Your Health Week is presented by Ensure. New patented Ensure and Live has HMB plus 20 grams of high-quality protein to help rebuild muscle and give you the strength and energy to keep doing what you love. Visit Live's website to learn more.
Next live, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
I'm a big fan, so I'm sitting here like all giggly. Back with Dr. David Agus, and I wanted to ask you, talk about advancements in medicine, and you talked about turning off that gene at 25. How do you turn it back on really quick?
So there are proteins that tell these stem cells, don't go to sleep anymore, wake up and start to do your job like you were doing with a kid. You know, a kid breaks their arm when they fall off a bicycle. They heal literally in a week or two.
Yeah.
When we break our arm, it takes months. So it allows our body to behave like when we're children. And so they're in what we call clinical trials now. They're being tested. But going forward, this is going to be how we treat diseases. Instead of these big medicines, we're going to allow our body to do its job.
All right, let's talk wonder drugs.
Yes.
What are they?
It's a pretty wild thing is that 2,400 years ago, this guy named Hippocrates said, you take the bark of the willow tree and chew it and pain and fever go away. And what he discovered was a drug that blocks not the incidence, but the death rate of cancer by 30%, heart disease by 22%, and stroke by 17%. This pill costs about $3 a year. It's called a baby aspirin. So over the age of 40, baby aspirin is a staggering drug to prevent heart disease and cancer, and it works. It ain't sexy, doesn't have the greatest marketing in the world, but it's a real one. The other one is...
So should we be taking an aspirin a day, like a glass of wine, or what? I mean, tell me what's the... I mean, that's my philosophy.
I believe in wine. So there's certainly a benefit to some alcohol,
do I.
and we're ready. Do you have here?
Wine?
Yeah.
No, but so an aspirin, should we take one a day or what?
It's, it's a discussion to have with your doctor.
Okay.
There are some risks. You can get a little bit of bleeding, can upset your stomach, but if you have a family history of heart disease and cancer, and you're worried about it, you can be in charge of your own health, and here's a way where you can really have an impact. So have that conversation. Your doctor doesn't make your decisions. You and he or she do together.
Okay.
The other drug is a wild one. It's called statins, the Lipitor, the Crestors, and this was a drug to lower cholesterol, but it turns out it blocks inflammation. So if you have a normal cholesterol, it lowers heart disease and cancer risk. So again, 2 dramatic drugs, inexpensive. Lipitor without health insurance for 90 days costs $9.
Oh, wow.
And, aspirin costs $3, $4. So
Yeah.
these are inexpensive and they work. It's hard to treat disease. It's easier to prevent them.
And what else, Doc, can we do? Is there anything else out there you'd like to
I want you to know yourself, all right? To me, the key is knowing yourself. So what it means is you check your blood pressure at home. What it means is you do a test. There's a simple test to do about your musculoskeletal strength. Are you guys ready? It's going to be hard for you, Aaron, to address. But Michael,
Stray do
here,
this.
sit with me on the floor. Just sit cross-legged on the floor.
I'll have an aspirin and a wine.
Doc, I already can't do this just because I can't sit like that. My hips.
All right. So if you can get up with one hand or no hands, it puts you in the top 70% of musculoskeletal strength. As simple as that. So just to go like this, and can you get up like that? All right.
Oh. What about a downward dog? What does that mean?
Good. And so right there, but I want you to...
What is that telling me about myself?
So you're in the top 70% of musculoskeletal strength. If you can't do that, you got to work on that. But I want you to keep a record of what you eat, when you eat. When you eat is just as important as what you eat. People who graze, that is just grab an apple here or a peanut here, they have a much higher rate of diabetes because insulin's always up. So your body was developed, kitchen cabinets with food are only an invention of the last 100 years. So we were developed to have our meals. Do you mind if I sit?
I would love you to.
Thank you.
Are you going to sit with one hand or 2? What does that mean about your muscular strength, sir?
But we were made to have our meals and nothing in between. So athletes perform better when they sleep on a regular schedule and when they exercise on a regular schedule. And by the way, our kids will too. You want your kid to do the best they can, have them go to bed the same time and get up the same and eat their meals. Why are you giving me a mean look?
No, I'm just saying there's a lot of moms out there that don't get to sleep a lot. We travel a lot. I mean, what happens if your sleep schedule is kind of erratic? What's the best thing to do?
As much as you can, try to be in charge of your when you eat.
Okay.
If you travel a lot, say, am I going to go into their time zone or stay on my time zone? As much as possible, focus on it. Obviously, you can't be crazy religious about things, but as much as you can. If a baseball player changes one time zone, their batting average goes down. 2 time zones, it goes more. 3, even more.
Wow.
And so athletes pay attention to it. When they pay attention, so do we.
And just moving, I'm sure, is very important. Not sitting too long. And if you are, get up and take a little break in between and just get some blood flow.
Yeah, I love it saying to an audience that's sitting down.
But they're sitting for an hour, and they were jogging before they sat down, so they're in good shape.
Standing in a long line.
So get a load of this, is that sitting for 5 hours a day is equivalent on a health basis as smoking a pack and a quarter of cigarettes.
What?
Sitting for 5 hours is the same to your health as smoking a pack and a quarter of cigarettes.
Sitting 5 hours straight.
Sitting 5 hours.
Okay.
And so the key is we were designed to move. And it doesn't mean you got to go run and get your heart rate up and get sweaty. You just got to walk. When you walk, your muscles move and make your lymphatics work. And so the thing about our society that's so weird is, the richer you are, the more bathrooms in your house. So you don't have to walk room to room to go to the bathroom. The more important you are in a company, the closer your parking space is to your desk. We got to change that.
Yeah.
Get up every hour, just go for a 5-minute walk. I was privileged to care for Steve Jobs. And Steve told me, we'll go for a walk. There are 2 reasons, David. He goes, the health reason, obviously. But he said, if you go for a walk with someone and you know when you're going to turn left and right and they don't, and you're in a business negotiation, it gives you an advantage.
Ooh.
Wow.
So he thought about all the different angles on it, but the health ramifications are clear. We design buildings based on the environment, LEED certification and all that. Who's designing a building based on health? We need to. Don't have a printer in your office. Go to the other side to print something. Really re-engineer your life to show how much more you can walk.
You know what? I love it. Those are small things that you can change, things you can change every day. And Doc, thank you for your time,
so
man.
Much. Thank you.
All right. And Doc's book, The Lucky Years, is available now. Make make sure you go out and get the book by Dr. David Agus. Doc, thank you, Sonny. What do you have over
Good
there,
inbox. Well, people love the conversation about the old cow and milking it. Heidi in Connecticut said, Michael, you might be able to lift the cow off the ground, but she indeed can kick you, and they often will. I knew that.
Well, they can kick forward? Okay.
Kelvin, you can't bring me a cow right now and we can't try?
Well,
I mean, what kind of show is this?
Well, my lady Marjolaine Vanderhulst from Michigan said, cow, Michael, I hereby invite you to our dairy farm where we can teach you how to milk some cows. Let's do this. We said, what?
I would love it. All right, Karen from Augusta, Georgia, bugs. What's the last thing that goes through a bug's mind when it hits your windshield? Their butts.
That is okay. Jillian de Entremont from Halifax, Nova Scotia said, mirrors on the plane. Aaron, I'm a flight attendant. The lavatory mirrors are the best place to pluck your eyebrows.
Yes. I thought she was going to say they're the dirtiest things on the plane because I was like all up in it.
Yeah.
And then finally we talked about how it's the Queen's 90th birthday. We were talking about what do you give for birthday gifts. You could give the Queen a Chippendales dance performance.
You know what?
Happy birthday.
I'll pull out some of that magic mic on the Queen. All right, there we go. How much she like it, though? Everybody stay right there. We'll be right back.
If you'd like to know more about anything you see...
What do you get somebody who has everything? And Mark Hoyler from Edgerton, Ohio said, as a gift, you get the person who has everything shelves so they can put it all on the shelf. I like that.
If I get shelves, I'm going to be